Okay, it's Labor Day weekend, so the summer is almost over, so I thought I'd share my potato salad recipe. It's a classic kind of thing for barbecues and the like. And everybody has their own variations. You know, do I put eggs in it? Do I use mustard? Do I use celery, onions, that sort of thing? So here's mine. I like to start with russet potatoes. About 1.5 to 2 kilograms worth is a good amount. And I slice them to size before I boil them. And I'm just going to add a couple tablespoons of sugar for flavoring to the water. And we'll do the same with a couple tablespoons of salt. And if you've seen my other videos, you see how often what I do when I boil potatoes, especially russets, because they tend to fall apart when you heat them, is add a couple tablespoons of vinegar to the water. The low pH helps an enzyme called pectin methyl esterase work. And what this does is basically strengthens the cell walls of the potato so that they hold together better under the high heat. So this will keep the russet potatoes from turning into mush, even if they're boiled a little bit too much. And the vinegar also gives some flavor to the potatoes. And you'll see that I use a lot of vinegar in this recipe because you serve potato salad cold, which sort of diminishes the taste of many kinds of flavors. So it helps to put a lot of seasoning in. So a couple tablespoons of vinegar there, just white vinegar. And we'll get that up to a simmer. And, you know, usually takes about 15 to 20 minutes. They should be, because in this case, unlike my crispy potatoes, they're not going to be cooked any further after this, so they should be pretty much give no resistance when you poke them. And we'll just drain them out here. And I'm going to take them and spread them out on some paper towels because we want to get as much of the water out as possible. And as I alluded to earlier, more vinegar for flavor. With these cold things, it's really good to put a lot of flavor in. Otherwise, everything sort of tastes bland. So just sprinkle another couple tablespoons of white vinegar on. You could use like rice vinegar or cider vinegar as well, but I think the sort of sharpness of white vinegar goes very well with this recipe. Okay, so we'll transfer to a bowl, and here's what I like to add to my potato salad. Just some hard-boiled eggs. I know that one's a little bit controversial, but I like it. Finely chopped celery, gives it a little bit of crunch. And, of course, you can't forget green onions. And just sort of mix all the toppings together first before you put any sort of dressings or anything like that. It's a little bit difficult with one hand on the camera, but... Okay, and then I have some homemade mayonnaise here. Of course, you can free to use Miracle Whip or store-bought mayonnaise. And I like to squirt in some Dijon mustard. And then again, you can see me fumbling around trying to stir it with one hand. And then just some regular black pepper. And I like to add dill weed to my potato salad. Fresh is better, but I live in a basement. I don't have anywhere to grow it. I wouldn't use it if I bought it in time, so dried is okay for this kind of thing. And of course, salt. Again, dishes are served cold, need a little bit more salt. So I mean, I've left this to go to about room temperature. Season again after it's been in the fridge for a little while, and make sure you taste it. And it's a simple recipe, but I really like it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy.